This video for 16 HDI, we've changed the timing belt. So we stripped off all our covers and tie the bottle to one side there, power steering bottle, just like the fuel lines there, off the timing covers, and we're all set up there now. And we have followed the instruction manual, came with a timing belt kit. So we're all set up there now to pull the belt off. And to take off the belt, you off the wheel first, cover, and then to jack up the engine. You jack the holder up. So once the engine's secured, just the top mount there, bracket here, top mount there, then timing covers, pulleys off the exhaust pipe, and we're using the Gates power grip, and we're following the instruction manual, came with the kit. Very important to follow the manual step by step. It comes with your power grip timing belt kit. So we've got the belt, and we've got the tensioner and the idle pulley. It's a good idea to check the water pump too when you're in this operation. So it's important that you follow the manual step by step. It comes with the power grip kit. You'll need the wee timing locking tools as well. So once you've everything in place, you lock up the timing, you lock up the wheels according to the manual, and that's our next step. Now, next step, we put the idle pulley. And tighten it up. It's 16 mil. If you tighten by hand in, you can do it with a torque spanner. Check it the torque spanner. It tells you on the manual what the torque setting is. So you can tighten by hand and lightly and then torque it with a torque spanner. So next step is the idle pulley on. Next step now, put on the tensioner pulley. That's our next step. Okay, got our tensioner pulley. And got our T-tension there. So this little notch here has to hold the front that little slot there, look. So we'll put the tensioner pulley now, that's our next step. Okay, got our tension pulley fitted, and got our idle pulley tightened up there and torqued. Our next step now, just leave it loose here, just finger tight. This nut here is just finger tight. So our next step, we'll fit the belt, and we'll tension up the belt. That's our next step. Our next step now, when I fit the belt, I'm going to keep it on the proper way, direction. So next step, I put the belt, then we'll tension her up. and remove the pin now. The next step now, we're going to tension the belt. And we turn it anti-clockwise. Hold it a bit there. And we just tighten the bolts here lightly. And we'll check the tensioner is properly lined up. Then we'll crank the engine after remove all the pins 6 times. Okay, we've got our tension, our belt there now, and you can see a little hole there. It's lined up with the notch there. Just put a bit of paint on that and you'll see it better. So our next step, after we check all the nuts and bolts, we'll remove all the pins again. We'll crank the engine 6 times clockwise, then recheck the tension, recheck the time marks, then we'll put the covers back on. That'll be our next operation. Okay, we remove the 3 locking pins. Next step now, we need a 18mm socket and bar. So, and we'll crank the engine over 6 times. So, you need an 18mm socket, and we'll replace the wee plastic holder here. Don't forget to take that up, and then we'll put in the crank sensor as well. It's on there. We'll tighten that up. So once this is put in place, we'll crank the engine over 6 times now, twice, then twice more and twice more, and then we'll recheck the time marks, put in the pins, check the tensioner, then we'll put on the covers and assemble it up. That's our next step in our Ford Focus Citeron time belt operation. Now the pins are all out, and every time you do a time belt job, always crank the engine 6 times. It's a good idea to put a wee marker on the top dead center. Crank her over nice and slow, make sure the key's out of the ignition. And disconnect the battery when you're doing the time belt operation in any car. Key out, disconnect the battery for safety. So we'll crank her 6 times, and then we'll recheck our time marks, and then we can assemble up the covers again. This one's done. And follow the instruction manual. It comes with your timing belt. And the one you have to watch here is this particular engine is not the crank the engine anti-clockwise. Always crank her clockwise, because the timing chain could slip on the other camshaft. There's a timing chain and timing belt in this model, so someone to watch it for. So we'll keep cranking, and then we'll recheck the timing. Now, we're coming up on 6 turns there now. So it's our 6 turns. We insert the pin. Okay, 6 turns. Our pins in here. Pins lined up down here. Another pins laid up to top dead centre. And just check the tensioner, and we're lined up there as well, and we're lined up there, and we're lined up there. Now we just recheck all our bolts there, and recheck our tension there, up there, and recheck the idle pulley up there. Then we'll put this back on here, tighten that, and put on the crank sensor, tighten that, and we'll put the covers back on, and we'll give her a wee go. That'll be our time belt operation on our Citeron Ford Focus 16 HDI. So we'll remove all our pins. Okay, next step, when I turn the engine clockwise to line up the hole here for the locking pin, and once you feel the click, insert the pin to lock the flywheel. I'll show you it again. It's on the gearbox, pin's on the whole way. So with the flywheel locked now, then you're going to remove the lock nut. Then you can remove your bolt and insert your front pulley and tighten it up. I'll just tighten these up here, then we can get the jack. Only the 16mm. Now we're starting to apply, make sure the little notch here is lined up with the notch here. That's our next step. Now, let's set up our torque spanner here, 35 Newton meters. I'll just check with your manual. Bolt tightened. Okay, our bolt's tightened, and give her a wee feel there behind as well, just check with your manual, proper tightening torque for your wiggle, and you're done. Just remove the locking pin there and go in there. The next step, now put on the exhaust, and that's our next step. Okay, exhaust on, all tightened up here. I've got a little cover on here, all tightened up. Wheel back on again. We've counted for all our pins, so we make sure the lock pins of the gearbox and all our bits and pieces are there. So the next step, we bleed the system, then start her up. Now, due to the fact that these wee pipes off here, we need to just bleed the system here. Just going to prime the primer ball here on top of the engine, so you want to squeeze this part here. Get all the air out. You feel the old primer ball getting kind of hard there, so you'll want. So we just prime that before you start her up, because these pipes are off the wee bit of air in the system. So Feel a bit of resistance there now, so that should be all there, right? Next thing, just cover it back on again. Pops on there. And we'll fire up. Now, you're doing time belt job, how to key out. Or disconnect the battery, whatever you're going to do. So key out. Put the key in here. Section of gear. Yeah. And away she goes. Look at the time belt operation on her.